Okay, so this is the next in a short series of videos about playing a note in G tuning. Now, before I go on to what we're doing in this video, I just want to enhance what I did in the last video. And I did Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton, and we used the chords of G, C, and D in this. And I described that I was playing a 5-3-4-2 pattern, a basic pattern for the G, for the C, and for the D, I did a 6-3-4-2. Now, when I re-looked at the video that I'd done, I noticed that I'd played a slightly more complicated version of that. So instead of doing this, I actually did something more like this. And that's where I'm pinching two strings together. Now, rather than you try and see what I was doing there, just stick to the basics. It's a lesson too late for the learning. See, 5-3-4-2. 5-3-4-2, 5-3-4-2, 6-3-4-2, 6-3-4-2, 5-3-4-2, 5-3-4-2, 5-3-4-2. Okay, just to kind of make that clear. Right, now in this video I'm going to look at playing blues chords. So in blues we have a 12 bar as the most popular form of blues. So if you just grab yourself a pen and a paper, and I want you to write down the order of the chords that you're playing, okay? So the 12 bars consists of as follows. The first 4 bars will be the chord of G. The next 2 bars will be C. Then you'll have 2 bars of G, followed by 1 bar of D, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G, and a final bar of D. Okay, now that final bar of D, the 12th bar, is what we call the turnaround chord. And what it does is it turns you around and back to the beginning, so you can start again. If you want to end a blues pattern, you make the 12th bar, instead of it being D in this tuning, you make the 12th bar G, and then it will complete. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to pick on this one, we're going to strum. Okay, and the method we're going to use on the G is to do a suspension sound, so you get that rock and roll or blues. If we do it fast, you'll get a rock and roll sound. If we do it slow, you'll get a blues sound. So basically what you're doing is this. You're going to put your C chord, remember I showed you the C, a normal C in standard tuning, but it's just those 2 fingers on those 2 strings, like an A minor 7. You're going to put that in after your G on the 2nd and the 4th beat. So you get this, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're going to do. Now, if we do it quick, we'll have rock and roll. And if we do it slow, we've got more of a blues. Okay, so we'll do it slow because you always go quicker with time, you know. So basically, I'm going to play this now. I'm going to do the pattern that I've just dictated to you, which you've got written down. I'm going to play. When I do the C chord, I'm going to do it just as a pure C and just strum. I'm going to do no suspension on that. And when I do the D chord, I'm going to do an actual open shaped D and just strum that. So the only chord that's got the suspension on it will be the G chord. So this is our first port of call. Once you've mastered this, you can then go on to the next video, which will show you a little bit more complicated. And what I'm going to do over the next few videos is just make it more complicated and lead up to slide playing. Okay, so here we go. This is what you watch it through once, then whiz it back to this point, which is I think 4:15 or so, and you can then play along with it. Okay, so I'll count it in with 4, I'll count the beats in the bar, and you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and Okay, now you've got those chords written down. So rewind this, go back to around about 4:15 on your reading, and you can play this again. So remember, it's 4 bars of G, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of G, 1 bar of D, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G, and a final bar of D. So get used to doing that, and look out for the next video, which will just take us a stage further. Okay, have fun.